Howdy and welcome to Sunday Night Football. Dennis Cometti speaking. Plenty of cloud about tonight, and for anyone who's ever called a plumber, that's a rare sight. The moon completely covered, the rain starting to ease up. It's a pleasure to welcome Matthew Richardson.
Thanks, Dennis. How I've been looking forward to this game all week.
Tonight, it's Port Adelaide versus Hawthorn. Hawthorn are led by their captain onto the field of play. Listen to that crowd as they welcome their team. We have the toss of the coin. Round 13. We've got a clear favourite here, and you'd have to think it's the team in the 8. I can't wait for this match to get underway. I've had sleepless nights dreaming about this clash. There's the bounce and play is underway. Young, leave the pinatas for the kids. Scoops up the ball. Hodge passes it. McAvoy heads in for the goals. McAvoy just squeezes it over the line. The first goal going to Hawthorn. Ruckman awaiting the bounce. Deftly palmed to advantage. Westhoff is able to grab it on the half volley. Pick up by Stratton. That's a massive kick. Wines, the better man there. Puts boot to ball. And the mark will be paid. Good drop punt by Smith. Mitchell marks.
Mitchell can be very consistent. He does still need to do some more work to make sure he brings his A game to every match. He steadies now in front of goal. Shields kicks for goal. Shields sinks the long kick.
The Rucks prepare to go at it for this bounce. McAvoy gets the tap. Bounces favourably for Schoenmakers. Ball up in the centre square. Claimed by McAvoy. Homsch sockers it. Hits the running man. Burgoyne gains possession through the interception. There'll be a ball up in the centre square. McAvoy taps. Westhoff puts it on the boot. Kicks the skin off it. He sneaks away for an uncontested mark. Pittard might struggle for this distance. The ball is hammered towards goal by Pittard. Pittard gets the goal from a long way out. Port Adelaide with their first goal on the board.
The power could have been really predictable out there. They need to mix it up, break the line, start taking more of a chance, or this game will be lost.
Wines with the interception. Out of nowhere, the ball shoots out of the pack. Pollock heads in for the goals. Dishes it off by hand. McAvoy hand passes out to space. Only 2 minutes remaining. There'll be a ball up in the centre square. Tap to advantage. Homsch with the kick. Hodge gets a hard bump from Wines. Don't know how he managed to get that out of the pack. Strong mark. That had some power behind it. Ebert up. Kicks it. Strong mark.
Young needs to work on his vertical leap because at times he can be found wanting when he's leaping for the ball.
McAvoy with first hands to the ball. He gets above the crowd. Stratton kicks it. Perfect timing from Hodge. That had some power behind it. Does well to keep it in play. Oh, gee, just couldn't pull it off. We'll have a throw in. The Ruckmen are locked in battle.
McAvoy will give you a competitive contest in every hit-out, I can assure you of that. But the midfielders are going to have to work really hard to earn the centre clearances off his ruck work. Boak takes the uncontested mark. He boots it. Only 1 minute to go. Rioli intercepts the ball. Rioli being penalised there.
Stabs the ball. Jonas got under it. Chip kick along the wing. Pollock soars over the pack and takes a ripper. He's got eyes like a pterodactyl with contact lenses. A great effort.
Stratton has the passion for this game, and that shines through every time he plays. And the ball goes out of play. McAvoy gets onto the ball. Powell Pepper picks it up. Broadbent gets the footy.
Chip kick along the wing. Homsch claims it. A lovely drop pass. Westhoff drops it. The ball finds its way into the grateful clutches of the opposition. He gave it a crack, but it sailed wide of the goal. The Hawks by 7 points. He plays it to himself. A spearing kick from Trengo takes the mark all by himself.
Even though Port Adelaide were behind on the scoreboard, I think they'd be proud of their dominance in the marking contests, and so they should be. It's been cut off. Powell Pepper gets bumped. Nice bit of power then.
There's the siren for the end of the quarter. The score's at Hawthorn 13 to the Power 6.
Well, they're still in it, but they need something to ignite them in this last quarter. They can't expect their opposition to hand it to them.
Here's Richo with his stats.
Both teams fairly close in the tackling stats. Hawthorn 11, the Power 8. The handball stats show that the two teams are fairly even, with Port Adelaide on 10 and Hawthorn on 6.
Thanks. And we're back at it.
Persistence can change failure into extraordinary achievement.
Knocks it down in front. A favourable bounce. Like working in a telephone box. Look at him go. Shields with the kick. He gains possession. Hodge comes away with the ball. A lot of possessions for him. Jonas feeds it wide. And the mark will be paid.
Port Adelaide just can't find a free man inside 50, and it's really having an impact on the scoreboard. Wines takes a contested mark. He gets boot to the ball. Need with a strong mark. He boots it. Great hands. Lining it up with the goal now.
Dixon thumps the ball for goal. Dixon scores with a beautiful kick. Gets his first. Ruckman awaiting the bounce. Broadbent didn't even get close to that tap. Scoops up the bouncing ball. There'll be a ball up in the centre square. Broadbent got a fist on it. Able to grab it on the half volley. Birchall with the football. Has it now. Hastily kicked. I haven't seen him for a while, Richo.
Yeah, he's barely touched the ball, Dennis.
The spilled ball is collected. He'll get a free for that tackle. Far too high. He's a long kick. Has clearly been shopping at Clangers or us. A short handball. Thumps the pigskin. Pollock has it. Lining up the goal now. 50 metres out. Going for goal number 1. All eyes are watching. That's a goal. What a long kick. The Power in the lead. The umpire set to bounce to restart the game. Broadbent got a fist on it. Wines with the football. Missed his target by hand. Burton just squeezes the kick out. Cleanly picked up. Howe gets the ball, finding the running player. He's running hot, Richo.
He has been outstanding all match, Den.
It's like he has the ball on a string. Gibson onto the ball. Lovely hand pass, hits the man. Tumpus presents and takes the mark. 20 metres from home. Tumpus with a kick at goal. Slots it. The first goal for Tumpus.
Tumpus really wears his heart on his sleeve.
Time drying up with only 90 seconds to go. With no time to spare, he gets the ball away. That decision was like taking a beer to a job interview. Not a very good idea. Ebert has the ball. Oh, he's given that Torp an almighty thump. Out of bounds near the 50. Broadbent comes off like a dinosaur enjoying climate change. Frawley gets onto the ball. Howe gets the ball. Nice interception. He's heading for home. Dixon marks. 35 metres out. A set shot on a 45-degree angle. 30 metres from home. Young thumps the ball for goal. The goal for Port Adelaide. Young getting his first. Crawley taps it. Schoenmakers sticks out his hands and collects the ball. Langford has a head which is much better than his feet. If only he had 3 heads, 1 on each leg. Crackett kicks it. Hartlett grabs that one. Delivers the footy with a beautiful drop pass. Lining up the goal now. Can he kick it from here, Richo?
He'll need a bigger kick than he has from here.
60 metres out. Great mark over the pack.
It's clear that the Power have been practicing their marks during the week. They've racked up plenty of catches, contested or not, and it's showing on the scoreboard. He gets boot to the ball. Boat with great hands. Sending it on its way. Clurry marks it. He slams that on the boot. Burne-Jones marks it.
Boots it. An easy grab, foot rest off. Jams it on the boot now. A big run to take that mark. How did you see that last quarter, Richard?
Hawthorn need to have a look at themselves during the break. They are struggling in all departments and really need someone to step up.
And here we go for the second half.
There are only 2 options regarding commitment. You're either in or you're out. There is no such thing as life in between.
Omsch slams the ball onto his boot, trying to get it away as quickly as possible. Mitchell making his way onto the field. Trengo punches it. Wines soccers it. Gathers the ball. Pittard with the pickup. Shoots off the handball. And he's heading for home. Going for goal number 2. If that post was a couple of centimetres thinner, it would have been okay.
Jure seems like he's enjoying his footy. I think he's going to be around for a long time. It's in the book, so we're going to have to deal with it, but it doesn't mean we have to like it. Pumpus kicks for goal. The Power lead.
Trengo thumps it forward. Pollock picks up the bouncing ball. Ball up in the centre square. McAvoy punches it. Cleanly picked up. Cleanly picked up. Schoenmakers has had plenty of it, Richo.
I can't believe it, Dennis. He just keeps surprising us up here in the commentary box.
Just fell through. This game almost out of reach for the Hawks.
Hawthorn need to play on at all costs now and start getting some more running goals on the board.
Gives it to Schoenmakers. He's able to thread a needle, and that kick comes out of the pack. Kicks. Well, he gave it a shot. He gains possession, hits the running man. Kicked by Burton. A nice uncontested mark for Rioli. Hartlett with the mark. Choose to kick it. Well, he gave it a shot. Westhoff sticks out his hands and collects the ball. He wins the contest. Gets boot to high. Great mark. That came off the boot with huge power. Gets the loose ball. He's running hot, Richard.
I can't believe it, Dennis. He just keeps surprising us up here in the commentary box.
It's like he has the ball on a string. Crackett to bring it in. He had his eye on the ball all the way and took the mark well.
Impey needs to work on his vertical leap because at times he can be found wanting when he's leaping for the ball. Passes by hand. Clurry intercepts it. He gets boot to the ball. A good contested mark there.
Gets boot to high. Simply outplayed the opposition there. The clock ticks down with only 90 seconds left. Choose to kick it. Roughhead has it. Word is this guy is the most reliable kick for goal on the side. As cool as a prize marrow as he lines up for this shot. He's kicking at about a 30-degree angle, which could prove challenging.
McAvoy. He's a smart guy, but he's got to keep a cooler head so he can make the right decisions more often. Howe grabs the ball on the bounce. O'Meara handballs to the man on the move. A nice contested mark. Cracker boots it. He takes a strong mark.
Picked by Langford. He takes control of the loose ball. Looks like he panicked there. Cleanly picked up. He's a ball magnet. Langford whacks one on the boot for goal. Collected by Young. He handballs it. Oh, smart interception. Crackett goes back to collect the ball. A free kick and several tick. Crackett kicks it. A nice running mark.
The Hawks just aren't running for each other and creating any space to work into. And as a result, they haven't been able to earn many shots inside 50. Frawley goes for home. Frawley, wonderful goal.
A brief moment of serenity before the ball is bounced and the ruckman unleash.
Dixon really wears his heart on his sleeve. Langford gathers it. Gets a handball to the running man. Hoping to change the lead with this kick. No, the kick is no good.
There could be a short option here. Shields grabs that one. This is a great angle to kick from. He kicks it. Is it? Is it? Hawthorn get back on top again. All is in readiness. McAvoy with the tap. Crawley made the awkward bounce look easy. He's got great hands. Kick by Boak. That was an interesting term right there. Your thoughts, Richo?
They're in front and they deserve to be in front. They stepped up in all areas and really made their opposition look second-rate.
That was a high-scoring third quarter. Let's take a look at the stats, Richo.
Not a lot of difference in the tackling stats. Port Adelaide was slightly ahead with 32-28. Port Adelaide and the Hawks are close in handballs. Neither team appears to have a distinct advantage.
Enlightening, Richo. After the break, the players should be eager to get started and finish the game with a win for their side.
It's not over when you're losing terribly. It's over when you quit.
A spiralling torpedo from Burgoyne. Taken by Schoenmakers. Takes his time as he lines up for goal. It's okay to have butterflies. Just get them in flying formation. The Hawks by 8 points. The ruckmen giving each other the ice-cold killer stare-downs as they wait for the bounce. McAvoy, try swinging your purse next time. Rich coming from a guy wearing makeup. McAvoy punches. The loose ball scooped up. There's players everywhere, but somehow he manages to send out the handball. He runs for home. Is it high enough, long enough, straight enough? Out of bounds near the goal. Trenger with no time to delay with that kick. Impey kicks hard along the boundary line. Let's hope the shot at goal is as good as the delivery. Well, you've kicked a few in your time. Do you give him much of a chance from here, Richard?
He's a great kick and should convert from here.
Rothead has a shot. It's a question of accuracy. The umpire set to bounce to restart the game.
Hawthorn are dominating the clearances and really giving their forwards plenty of opportunity, and I think that's why they've got the lead. He boots it. Monfries takes a contested mark. He kicks the ball. Dixon with great hands.
Going for goal number 2. Perfect kick. 2 goals can bring this back for Port Adelaide. McAvoy punches, gains possession. He has the ball. Wines sends the ball on its way. Works it across the ground. Langford gathers it. Jonas picks up the loose ball. Westhoff receives the ball. It's like he has the ball on a string. Casanova would have been jealous of that pickup. Misses the intended target. Great mark under pressure. McAvoy slams it on the boot. The ball is kept in. Well, despite his best efforts, he can't keep it in play any longer. It'll come back from the boundary line. McAvoy hits it, is in his possession, stabs the ball. Nice work from Westhoff. Kicks it. Stuck the mitts out and held on to it.
Wines is incredibly competitive, and you can count on the fact that if he makes a mistake, apart from being dirty on himself, you won't see another one for a long, long time. Broadbent gets the upper hand. Puts boot to ball. Great move to be able to work into an uncontested position.
The clock ticks down with only 90 seconds left.
Powell with the kick.
No contest for that mark. He's holding the ball. He spears the ball. Almost a mark, but it bounces off his chest. Is in his possession. Langford handballs it to the open paddock. The spiralling torpedo from Langford. The clock ticks down with only 60 seconds left. Pittard feeds it wide. Oh, you can really tell he loves taking a contested mark. Great mark over the pack.
Port Adelaide have been able to take more marks out there, but most of these have been from playing possession footy. They need to start taking a few more risks out there. He steadies now in front of goal. He gets boot to the ball. That's a mark.
He surely won't miss from this distance. He kicks it. Boof, eat my goal. The defence has footy pie all over their jumper. McAvoy gets the tap. The spilled ball is collected. What was he thinking? Hodge has his head down now. Trengo takes the mark.
Trengo, he's really starting to get into the right positions on the ground. Bruce lining up with the goals. Bruce kicks for goal. It's going. Nice kick. Hawthorn lead.
The Ruckmen steal themselves before the bounce. McAvoy decisively, controlled by Schoenmakers. Pittard gives the ball to the man on the run. It's been intercepted by the opposition. Takes that one strongly. This is a great angle to kick from. Brilliant goal. The second goal for Groost. We've just learnt that with sufficient thrust, pigs fly just fine. Richo, did you enjoy the matchup between the Hawks and the Power?
Port Adelaide had a lapse in intensity in run and spread, and it allowed Hawthorn to get a foothold back in the match. And full credit to the Hawks. They took their opportunities and came back for a fantastic win.
Final scores are 63-49. Well, Richo, it's been a fun match. We've enjoyed that one.
It's been a pleasure, Dennis. We'll catch you next time.
Teamwork is the thing to talk.